Welcome to part 2 of the 2025 Vinyl Tag, or Vinyl Tag 2025. In the first video, part 1, I did the first 11 questions stroke prompts, and I'm going to do the remainder this time. So, let's get into it straight away. The first one, which is question 12. An album from the 1980s you still listen to. Well, Welcome to the Pleasure Dome by Frankie Goes to Hollywood. They were absolutely massive in 1984 with Two Tribes and Relax and The Power of Love. But this album was produced by Trevor Horn and had the likes of Steve Howe playing guitar on it. And it is incredibly dynamic. It sounds amazing, leaps from the speakers. It's a delight to listen to, even to this present day. So that's Frankie Goes to Hollywood, an album from the 80s that I definitely still listen to. So, controversial one. Number 13, an artist whose political stance has soured you. Wait for it. Bruce Springsteen. Bruce Springsteen. Why? Well, I've long been a fan of Bruce Springsteen since Darkness on the Edge of Town years. Seen him almost 40 times. I think he's absolutely brilliant, fantastic performer, great songwriter. And his politics have never been in doubt. You just listen to the whole album of Darkness on the Edge of Town and then The River, and you can see that he, even though he admits himself it's a bit of artifice, it's a bit of a performance, he does have a way of stringing a narrative that kind of is supportive of people who are very disadvantaged in life or who fall on hard times. And so I've never thought his politics was in doubt. But in the last couple of elections in the United States, and it may be before as well, I didn't take so much notice maybe then, but in the last two elections, he's come out on one side of the party political divide when he didn't need to. And he's fallen prey, in my judgment, and I'm sure the judgment of many others, of believing that he can sway votes in a particular direction if he supports one party or the other. Now, it doesn't really matter what party you support. I'm a big fan of protest songs and politically charged songwriting. I absolutely love Billy Bragg. I love Woody Guthrie. Got a lot of time for Dylan's protest songs. But when the artist basically cuts an electorate down the middle and said, I'm for this lot, I just think that it's a bit daft. It's a bit daft, especially when, as I've said already, his politics were never in doubt. So I'm a little bit disappointed in him, but, you know, I don't follow Bruce Springsteen, and I don't enjoy his music because of his political stance. It's just a component of it. So there you go, Bruce. Number 14, show a favourite record label. I was going to pick Virgin Records because the label in the early Virgin Records one was amazing, but I'm going to choose Charisma. So who have we got on Charisma? Well, we've got early Genesis. We have Monty Python. We have Clifford T. Ward, Alan Hull from Lindisfarne, Van der Graaf Generator, the wonderful Van der Graaf Generator, Jack the Lad, which was a spin-off from Lindisfarne, String Driven Thing, Rare Bird as well. This is a compilation. This is kind of the image, the Mad Hatter image. Not a clown image, as somebody once said. It's actually the Mad Hatter from Alice in Wonderland, and here is the label. Let me just orientate it right so you can see it. If you're not familiar with it, there we are. The famous Charisma label. And in the very early 70s, it was a Pink Scroll, but they moved to the Mad Hatter label not too long afterwards. So let me just put this one away. And now the next prompt is number 15, a run of 3 great singles. Now I don't have the 7 inches to hand. They're in the overflow room. But these are 3 singles by an artist and a collection of musicians he put around him, and he gave the band a name, but it was his songwriting, and he played loads of the instruments on these tracks. And it is the wonderful Roy Wood and his band Wizard. Now this is not Wizard Brew, which is the first Wizard album. This is a compilation, and I'm gonna cite 3 singles. Now if you don't know who Roy Wood is, he was a founding member of ELO, and he was a founding member of The Move, and then he created Wizard and then a solo act. And the 3 singles, and I'm gonna throw a bonus one in. The first single in 1972, Ballpark Incident. 1973, See My Baby Jive. Again 1973, Angel Fingers. And the bonus, again in 1973, this guy's prolific, I Wish It Could Be Christmas Every Day. The wonderful Roy Wood. 3 amazing singles. Right, a record store day purchase that you actually consistently listen to. I'm lying a bit here because I don't consistently listen to this one, because it's the outtakes from the sessions that created the album I'm New Here by Gil Scott Heron. And these are the ones which were left in the can, and it's nothing new, and it's just Gil Scott Heron at the piano and singing mostly old songs, but with some interludes, with him talking basically. Now, towards the end of his life, Gil had, I think he'd lost a lot of his teeth, and so his diction became really slurred, and it's kind of charming. But these versions, they're pared back versions of songs that were on the earlier albums, are definitely substandard. But had you been in the room watching him perform, it would have been riveting, no doubt about it, because he was an amazing artist. So that's Gil Scott Heron and the Record Store Day release, Nothing New. Let me just have a drink of my tea here. You can be reincarnated as an artist, dead or alive. Who's it going to be? Well, I'm going to pick someone who's considered to be one of the arseholes of the music business. And I'm going to pick Sting. Now, why? Why Sting? Well, I did write a couple of things down, he is super creative. He's a fantastic leader. I mean, he just transformed the Police. Everything he touches turns to musical gold. It's amazing. He's got a wonderful, unique voice, and if you listen to or watch videos by Rick Beato, he does occasional analyses of Sting's composing, and he says he's an absolute genius. I also like that he's an unapologetic self-improver. He is smug. He's rich. He's got houses all over the place. He just lives the biggest life, as far as I can tell. And finally, the final reason, well, he's a Geordie, so he's not a million miles away from me. But no, the final reason is that he has the ability to perform tantric sex. And who wouldn't want to have that? So there you go. That's who I'd want to be reincarnated as, if I had to pick one person. Right, best 3 lines of a song. This is number 18, 3 to go. This is really hard because I'm not really a lyrics guy. I love the dynamism of music, the melody, the mood, the atmosphere. I'm not someone who studies lyrics that hard, but I've got loads of examples. I'd say these are great great lyrics and memorable lyrics. However, I'm picking this one because it's convenient. And it's that man again. It's Bruce Springsteen. When will I stop mentioning Bruce Springsteen? And it's the last 4 lines, it's not 3 lines, it's maybe 4, depends on how you write them out, of Thunder Road, the opening track on the album. And it says here, it's kind of about him, early days love, falling in love with somebody, all the guys want, and they're living in a pretty rough part of town, and he's making promises about how things can get better if only she went with him, and so on and so forth. And the last few lines, which are a thrill when he plays it live, because it just bursts into the coda of the song. And here it goes, it says, but when you get to the porch, they're gone. He's talking about other suitors, other guys. But when you get to the porch, they're gone, on the wind. So Mary, climb in. It's a town full of losers, and I'm pulling out of here to win. And that's awesome. Really is. Okay, an album you never tire of. And this is, I've shown this a few times in the past, and it's Stomy Umashta, Steve Winwood, and Michael Shreve. And it's Go. And it is an album that was like a bit of a super group put together by Yamashita. It's got, the tunes are written by Yamashita, with lyrics by Michael Quartermain, apart from Winner Loser, which is written by Steve Winwood. It's elements of Traffic, elements of maybe Tangerine Dream. It's got that ambient feel. It's got some pretty wild percussion in places, but it's just, in many places, it's absolutely gorgeous. And I can play this, one of my 3 copies on vinyl, I can play it anytime, and it's a real thrill. I really enjoy it. And this is Stomy Umashta and Go. Okay, final one, 20. Share your favourite VC channel. Well, I don't have one, because I follow loads of VC channels. There are people that I do correspond with and talk with. And what I really like about VC, that there are people out there who are clever, they're knowledgeable, their personality comes through on the videos really strongly, and so they become distinctive, and very often they've got a good sense of humor too. So I really like a lot of these people. What else can I say? Yeah, and I kind of maybe have hinted at this before, is that there's a whole series is not the word, a whole array of little mini communities where, you know, people are coming together for live streams or meeting up, and so on and so forth. And I do like that, and I like it even better when people cross from one group into another group, and so you get that, you know, a slightly extended group, and you live in hope that people are going to get together and build some really sustained friendships over the years. So I've been doing videos that I kind of been talking about music for about 3.5 years now, and I've met some great people, and I'm going to meet loads more, I hope, this year and beyond. So but I can't really pick a single favorite, because there are too many that are really good as far as I'm concerned. So there endeth the Vinyl Tag 2025, Part 2, David Atkinson's entry. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next video.